Baltimore, a city whose name instantly brings to mind a tapestry of images and emotions. The name conjures images of the inner harbor, historic ships gently rocking in the water, and the shimmering glass of the National Aquarium. You can almost taste the aroma of crab cakes wafting from bustling seafood markets and family-run restaurants. You see the postcard version, vibrant, resilient, full of art, music, and deep American heritage, where every mural tells a story and every festival pulses with energy. From Federal Hill, the skyline sparkles at sunset. Charm City indeed, living up to its nickname. But travel is about looking deeper, peeling back layers to find the real story that lies beneath the surface. Beyond the tourist centers, another Baltimore emerges, one not found in glossy guidebooks or travel ads. Here, struggle lives in the shadows of monuments and office towers, where hope and hardship coexist. It's a story of people surviving hardship, not by choice, but by circumstance, doing their best to get by each day. The contrast is stark. Just blocks from luxury apartments, many fight for their next meal, highlighting the city's deep divides. This isn't just Baltimore's story, it's America's, a reflection of the nation's promise and its challenges. My journey shifted from chasing attractions to truly understanding the people who call this city home, listening to their stories and struggles. The city's beauty is real, but so are its hidden struggles. Both are woven into the fabric of Baltimore. To know Baltimore, you must see both sides, the celebrated and the overlooked, the joy and the pain. This is the story that matters most, the one that reveals the true heart of Baltimore. West of downtown, the city changes dramatically. Cheerful storefronts and bustling sidewalks slowly give way to boarded windows and quiet, empty streets. The energy fades, replaced by a sense of abandonment and uncertainty. Under overpasses and in the shadows of abandoned doorways, the human face of homelessness appears. Men, women, and sometimes even children, each trying to find a safe place to rest. Tents and shopping carts line the sidewalks, becoming fragile homes for those with nowhere else to go. These makeshift shelters offer little protection from the elements, but they are all that many have. These aren't just statistics or numbers in a report. They're real people, each with a unique story, dreams, and memories of better days. Small acts of dignity, folding a blanket, brushing hair in a window, remind us that home is more than just shelter. It's about comfort, routine, and the hope of reclaiming a sense of normalcy. Every day, commuters pass by, often not seeing the exhaustion, the constant alertness, and the quiet resilience in these faces. The divide between those with homes and those without is stark. For thousands in Baltimore, this is daily life, a constant struggle to find food, safety, and a moment of peace amid the chaos. The causes are complex and deeply rooted. Job loss, overwhelming medical bills, veterans returning without support, and youth aging out of foster care with nowhere to turn. Each story is a cascade of events, a series of hardships and setbacks that ultimately lead to life on the streets. The crisis is visible everywhere, yet it's often ignored or unseen by those who pass by, lost in their own routines. And now, a new and deadly threat, fentanyl, makes survival even harder, claiming lives and deepening the crisis. The stakes have never been higher, and the need for compassion and action has never been more urgent. Baltimore's homelessness crisis is old, but fentanyl has made it deadly. This synthetic opioid, far stronger than morphine, has infiltrated the drug supply. For many, self-medication is a way to cope. But now, every use is a gamble with death. Fentanyl is cheap, potent, and often hidden in other drugs. Overdoses happen in an instant, and Narcan is now a lifeline on the streets. Addiction is a disease, not a choice, and fentanyl's presence deepens the cycle. Holding a job or finding housing becomes nearly impossible. For Baltimore's unhoused, fentanyl is an existential threat, turning crisis into catastrophe. The city's most vulnerable are fighting for their lives, one dose at a time. I met Marcus, a former construction worker whose hands once built homes, now weathered by the harsh realities of the streets. His story is one of loss, but also of quiet strength. A devastating back injury forced him to leave his job. What began as prescribed painkillers for relief spiraled into addiction, and eventually, Marcus found himself without a home, struggling to survive each day. He's lost friends to overdose, seen too many lives cut short, but he clings to hope. A worn photo of his daughter tucked safely in his wallet, a reminder of what he's fighting for. Down the street, Sarah, barely 20, escaped a life of abuse at home, only to face new dangers and uncertainty on the city's unforgiving sidewalks. She fears the drugs that seem to be everywhere, but a kind outreach worker offers her a lifeline, a listening ear, a warm meal, and a glimmer of hope for a safer future. These aren't just stories of despair. They're stories of resilience, of people refusing to give up even when the odds are stacked against them. Marcus fights every day to see his daughter again. Sarah survives because someone remembers her name and treats her with dignity. Each person you pass on the street has a history, relationships, and dreams that matter. Their lives are filled with moments of both pain and hope. They're not a monolith, but individuals fighting battles we rarely see, each with their own unique story and struggle. Their courage is immense, their survival a quiet act of defiance against a world that often overlooks them. Listening to them, truly hearing their voices, reveals the true depth and complexity of the crisis facing our communities. Compassion starts with seeing and hearing them, recognizing their humanity, and understanding their struggles. Their stories demand not just our attention, but our empathy, our support, and our action to create real change. Imagine waking on cold concrete. Your first thought, safety, not breakfast. Every day is survival. No pay, no rest. Lack of showers leads to illness and blocks job opportunities. Finding a safe place to sleep is a nightly struggle. Shelters are full, public spaces unsafe. The toll on mental health is crushing. Stress, isolation, and hopelessness. Many face trauma or mental illness, trapped in a cycle with no easy exit. Fentanyl offers a false escape from pain, but deepens the crisis. These choices aren't made from strength, but desperation. The cost is dignity, health, and hope. This is a public health emergency in plain sight. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, cheap to make and deadly in tiny doses. Its medical use is tightly controlled, but on the street, it's a hidden killer. Just 2 milligrams can be fatal, and it's often mixed into other drugs without warning. Overdose deaths are rising, even among those who aren't regular opioid users. Addiction is a brain disease. Fentanyl hijacks the brain's chemistry fast. Withdrawal is agony, so people use just to feel normal. Telling someone to just stop ignores the reality of dependence. Recovery requires medical care, counseling, and long-term support. For those on the streets, this help is almost out of reach. Fentanyl has created a crisis our systems can't handle alone. The danger is urgent and growing. Amid struggle, hope persists in Baltimore. Outreach workers offer more than supplies. They offer connection and dignity. Change starts with small acts, learning, listening, and seeing people as human. Support local shelters, donate, volunteer, or advocate for better policies. Demand leaders treat this crisis with urgency. Baltimore's resilience is in its people, like Marcus and Sarah, fighting to survive and help others. The path forward is paved with compassion and understanding. We must see the whole city, not just its postcard beauty. We must choose to care. Only by lifting up the most vulnerable can we all rise. The story of Baltimore is one of struggle and hope. Together we can make a difference. The harbor's true strength is its people.